Hey everybody again, this is Deadpool Negative. I'm here with another review, this time of Daredevil number 1, or 688 if you prefer. The man without titles that last over 25 issues. Um, well, no, there's first Zdarsky run was 36 issues. Okay. Um, when I first started this channel and before I had my health issues, was fairly semi-regularly reviewing Saladin Ahmed's run, in which I was enjoying it first, but then it just became, okay, Deadpool's fighting demons. What are these demons doing? And he's like, oh, they're possessing Deadpool's villains. Oh, so this is just like another way to do Kingpin again, another way to do Bullseye again. It's not that I was against that. It just felt like really routine, and also Aaron Rupar left the title. I mean, not Aaron Rupar, Aaron Cooter was the artist. He left the title, and then they did a 60th anniversary issue, which you can't even let Daredevil get his own like special for his 60th anniversary. That had an Ann Nocenti story in it. That, of course, was better than anything Saladin Ahmed did. I mean, that's just the way it works. That's how it happened with Zdarsky, and that's how it happened with Brubaker. They put the Nocenti story in the special issue, and like in 10 pages, she does a better job telling a Deadpool story than they do. I mean, the thing is about Ann Nocenti is she defined the character and what good comic book writing is to me, which is I was spoiled by that run. Though I couldn't get the omnibuses because I still have my issues, and some of them are signed by her and John Reed Jr. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Ann Nocenti yet. We're here to talk about Stephanie Phillips, who is the second regular female writer in the show title's history. And Stephanie Phillips is not a writer I have much use for. I have enjoyed some of her things, like I enjoyed mostly her Black Widow and Bullseye and Hawkeye miniseries from 2024. Another thing I was reviewing before my health issues struck me down. I thought she did a good job characterizing both characters and had a nice happy ending, like just a good positive story. But mostly she just writes. It's one of those, like, some of these writers. It's more of a Marvel. It's really just a Marvel thing. Like, these writers stick around this company despite not having any proven sales on their books, and they go on and on and on, and they don't, like, occasionally they'll do it. They'll have something like, I think her Rogue and Gambit miniseries did well, you know. But we have like Stephanie Phillips, we have Kelly Thompson, we have Beta Ayala, who is female presenting of non-binary. Danny Laura, also female presenting non-binary. Like, none of these writers have sales hits. And Marvel keeps keeps throwing them work. Like Alyssa Wong, female presenting non-binary. Like they just finished up a Captain Marvel run that was completely forgettable. I don't understand, and it happens with male writers too, like Cody Ziegler. Cody Ziegler is not really a writer who lasts very long on any title. A lot of these writers are just plain average. I really don't think Marvel editorial really cares about quality or even a book sells at this point, just that it exists. Like, that's the overall sense I get. But there is a great reason to buy Stephanie Phillips comics, and that's because Richard C. Maher, your boy Zach, hates her with a fiery passion for very stupid reasons. She never did anything to him. She never was mean on Twitter. She's just bad at interviews and bad at TikTok, and she kind of speaks in a real monotone voice. I've seen her at conventions trying to talk to fans, and she's just not good at public speaking, which is kind of funny because this run apparently is inspired by her own time working as a teacher. And he, in his own psychotic way, turned that into this woman must be evil because she doesn't speak the way I want her to. And I think it's important to buy every comic from every creator Richard C. Maher hates. So he gets a little pain in his chest, and then he gets enough pains in his chest well, of course, Richard C. Maher is also insane. So lately he's been pretending, oh, actually, Phillips is a good writer, and this issue is actually good. I don't think this issue is good. It's a good start, but I don't want good starts, especially when I pay $6 for them. I will get to the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the villain shown here. He's not interesting. He's not exciting. He's generic. His design kind of sucks. But the one thing I will say is Lee Garbett's been around for like a long time in the industry. I'm guessing like maybe 10, 15 years at the least. And he has really upped his game. The opening sequence here, Daredevil takes down a bunch of criminals. It's just the kind of introduction you want to your Daredevil comic. And then things get weird because all of a sudden we're in a classroom, and for some reason Matt decided to be a teacher. And what I read about the status quo of the Saladin Ahmed run, I wasn't too happy with where that was left at. I wasn't really sure about, I really don't understand why you wouldn't hire a Catholic, a writer with a little experience with Catholicism to write a story about Daredevil being a priest, but he's kind of funny. It's like he's got patches on his elbows. He says no phones or laptops in the class, and he gets reamed out by a student. Like this is an episode of Rooster, because not all students have equal access to accessibility services. Banning technology doesn't improve our abilities to learn. It assumes we all learn the same way. Blah blah blah. People have been complaining about this. I think it's a human thing. I don't think Phillips is meant to say she's right or wrong. Daredevil comes up with a compromise, and that works. And then there's another woman, another fellow student that he hits on, and then they cut to a plot that seems to actually the most interesting part of the comic is this new egotistical. Look, quality binding, Marvel. Egotistical detective who may be investigating a Muse copycat killer. He's really self-centered, and I thought that was interesting. I'm really, really good at this job. And I thought that worked. But then we get to here we go, another friend from law school, Matt, that's not Foggy. Foggy's not here. It's like every time Foggy's not here, it's like a guessing game. Is when will Foggy show up? And it doesn't really go into any insight about why Matt decided to become a teacher. He doesn't want to practice law. That's fine. That's the problem with Marvel writers don't want to sit down and come up with cases, I guess, that reflect the real world. Like you could do that, but they just don't. But there's also a it was Harlan Vale that it was the idea to hire Matt. Why would a billionaire have anything to say about law school appointments? Ugh. The tech tycoon guy. Okay, there's something interesting about the fact that the campus is getting all this student technology for free. The dean wants to kiss his ass. But again, it just doesn't. The action sequences by Garbett I really like. But then it comes to the ending, and we've just seen mysterious figure wants something from Matt Murdock. Mysterious figure kicks the crap out of Matt Murdock. It just doesn't work. It doesn't. I've seen this before, and it was not exciting. It's just tiresome. It's like a lot of these writers, like on Phillips' level, aren't bad. They're just average. And that's the frustrating part. I want to recommend this, give a soft recommend, because I like the way Garbett's really laying out his pages and doing the action sequences. It's a real step up from his more recent work. What I like about it is this guy obviously appreciates the fact that he's working on Daredevil, which has had some of the greatest artists in comics draw it. Gene Colan, Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli, the Romitas. But I don't know. It's like I paid $6 for like what felt like the first half of an issue, not a full issue, like a cliffhanger that we've seen 100 times. I really would have preferred the story go more into why Matt become a teacher, where are Electra and Foggy, just answer that in the first issue. Don't keep that as a mystery, because it's getting tiresome. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that one. Hit the bell, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.